welcome to the Corner restaurant at Selfridges here on the second floor. When I joined Selfridges, which is just under 2 years ago now, there was very much a collective lighting up of the eyes of my fellow trustees. And the fact that happened did not go unnoticed. So I just wanted to firstly sort of thank Anne very much for allowing us to hold this event here this morning, and also particularly Rebecca and the events team for putting on such a fabulous start to our Thursday morning. It's also not lost on me that you are a group of ladies who love to shop, and I'm sure there are a few of you that on seeing that this event was going to be held actually in the Selfridges store on Oxford Street, there was a silent
We're looking forward to showing you a snapshot of our world, where we think we are right now, and as importantly, where we think we're headed. But probably one of the most important things to do is take a look at how retail and the retail landscape has changed over the last few years, and what makes Selfridges the brand it is today, the essence of our brand, how this DNA manifests itself in terms of how we present ourselves to the world, and of course where we think this will take us in the future. So for a moment, let us reflect on how the world of shopping has changed. In the 90s, we just walked into shops. We bought things and we went home. We bought into categories. We discovered the it bag. Designers were celebrities and brands were king. We bought clothes which were produced twice, sometimes 3 times a year, and the designer dream was communicated through the printed glossy magazine on a monthly basis. In the noughties then, a new layer was added, and it became as important how we bought as what we bought. We quickly began to find shopping easy and convenient, and so shops added websites, some companies set up websites without shops, and suppliers produced collections faster and more and more and more frequently. We began to talk of category destinations, and it was no longer enough to sell designer shoes, for example. We had to lead the market in designer shoes. We had to have the best, the most exclusive, and the most comprehensive shoe offer in the whole world. And we began to talk about flagships. It was no longer enough to stock a designer. We had to offer the most comprehensive range within a wholly immersive brand experience. But that's all over now as well. The one we're in now, the time we're in now, has added further layers to the retail cake. We must still offer the best product. We must still deliver it in the way our customer demands. But things have become even faster. And in fact, fast is never fast enough. We must deliver from catwalk to customer within 24 hours, preferably on a drone, and we have to go and get it if they don't like it. This is real-time shopping. And we're talking about real-time selling. We now offer constant daily newness as opposed to seasonal deliveries.
So Selfridges is famous around the world, but here is what it means to us. Our vision is to be the destination for the most extraordinary customer experience. And our purpose is to surprise, amaze, amuse our customers. And everyone is welcome. And this slide here is actually our opening ad from 1909. And the second paragraph, you probably can't quite read it from there, but it actually points out that everyone from London and abroad, in all types of the British public, are welcome to shop with no admissions of entry needed, and that they're also welcome to browse as well as shop. So I think 100 years ago that was quite a revolutionary advert to put out there. We are a shop run on imagination, a creative playground, a thinking brand where intuition is important, a place where storytelling thrives and new ideas are born every day. Where bespoke meets mass, individuality meets the iconic, where art meets commerce, in the thoughtfully staged collision that releases something real, real fun, real meaning. It's a place to make friends, and it's collaboration that keeps us at the forefront of fashionability. We are multi-channel, we are committed to sustainability, and the experience is as rich for our people as it is for our customers. But what does the future hold for us? I think we can break this down into what's happening in the immediate future and then a taster of our longer term plans. 2016 will mark a new direction on our journey, a seismic shift as we invite our customers to move from the inner world to the outer. We spent several years now examining the inner life, beginning with our no noise scheme, where we explored quietness and reduction, simplicity of thought and form. The Festival of Imagination explored the inner workings of the creative mind. The Beauty Project encouraged a celebration of our own physicality and a celebration of diversity. And our agenda scheme last spring challenged binary notions of gender and self. So now we move from the inner world outwards. What came before was reductive. Now we will look out into the wild expanse. Our human yearning to be wild and united is resurfacing, and this is the overarching creative direction Selfridges will be taking in 2016. So in some ways, we'll be slowing down the pace in 2016 with 4 creative schemes as opposed to our usual 6. But this will actually afford us the resource, the budget to create more magnificent brand building schemes. It will allow our customers a wider window of time to engage with and shop from the projects that they read about in the press and online. It will allow our projects time to evolve, grow and reach a wider audience and really fulfil their potential. The schemes are Bright New Things, Everybody, which will launch our body studio next year, a celebration of Shakespeare in the autumn, and then of course Christmas. So I won't talk you through all of the creative concepts for next year, but I want to touch briefly on our first one, which is Bright New Things. So 2016 marks the 5th year of our seminal Bright Young Things project. And to celebrate this anniversary, we will not only honour its legacy, but invest in the future. Bright New Things will champion some of the UK's most exciting talents. And by working in collaboration with the Centre of Sustainable Fashion, we will put the focus on candidates who put sustainability at the very heart of their practice.
Since opening the doors of Selfridges in 1909, Harry Gordon Selfridge always planned to create a unified block of remarkable retail space, yet his plans were left incomplete. The southeast corner of Selfridges was built first, with later developments running along Oxford Street, and then new structures built at the rear of the building in the 1950s. Unfortunately, the store was never completed as a seamless block. Walkways remain interrupted and spaces are not used to their full potential. The Weston family's investment of over £300 million into Selfridges Oxford Street will help us realise the potential of this iconic building with a series of extraordinary developments. One of the most of these being Selfridges Duke Street, where we will build an incredible facade and the halls of the extraordinary to the eastern side of the store. This is the biggest development ever at Selfridges since we first opened our doors.
I don't know how you all feel, but I'm just blown away by the whole story of Selfridges' background, heritage, the insight into the thought process, and the inspiring look at the future. Thank you so much, and thank you for being such wonderful hosts. Katrina for making it happen, Anne and Linda for agreeing to speak in such an engaging and insightful way that allowed us into your world, and for this beautiful location that we've been able to enjoy breakfast in. Thank you so much. Karen, you've got something rather
Yeah, very big
exciting,
exciting. I know
hot
you
off the
want
press.
to shoot, so just a couple of bits to finish off for Women Retail. As you all know, this is our 10th year, and I don't think I could ever possibly have conceived that we would be stood here today with Anna, Linda, Katrina, a fantastic board of trustees, and my partner now in the business, which is Fiona. I don't think founders are good people to take their own babies forward. I think we're a little bit too close. And as a result of that, we've gone through a fantastic transition with the team this year, which has gone through a number of different elements, thinking about what do we look like, what do we want to bring to the future, what does this group look like, how can we make this fantastic for you and want you to rock up to every event, how do we make this a members exclusive experience for those of you at times when you are so busy and time is so precious. We also knew we needed some revenue, that we couldn't continue. Although we operate as a not-for-profit, we did need a little bit of revenue to keep us going to be able to invest in professionalism and new website and resource. The start of that journey was Barclays earlier on this year, and some of you came along just a couple of weeks ago to our first event, which was fantastic, and that was being very much championed by Fiona Park.
Thank you all very much for this morning, for joining us, and for our hosts once again.
Wonderful.